Hi, precious heart. Thank you for joining us for our weekly vlog. In vlog 27, we learned from the company of heaven that the key to our financial freedom involves giving a portion of our money back to God in ways that add to the light of the world and reflect our love and appreciation for our gift of life. This always brings up the question of just how much money do we need to donate in order to reclaim our divine birthright and receive the flow of God's abundance. The beings of light said that if we will donate as little as 10% of our income to add to the light of the world, we will receive such a flow of abundance back into our life that we will not be able to handle it all. If you are struggling financially, I know that 10% of your income sounds monumental. But let me share my personal experience with you. Please know that I do not ever teach something that I have not proven to myself to be true beyond a shadow of a doubt. That is the case even if the information is coming from the company of heaven. If I cannot prove what I am learning, I do not teach it. That does not mean that the information being given to humanity from on high is not true. It just means that I will not teach something that I have not been able to prove to myself. The concept of 10% of our income being the critical mass necessary for us to reclaim the infinite flow of God's abundance is something I have proven to myself beyond a shadow of a doubt, and witnessed with many, many people over the years. Decades ago, when I was shown the bigger picture by the company of heaven and decided to set aside my preconceived skepticism about what is commonly called tithing, I did what people usually do. When I received my paycheck, I paid all of my bills, and then with the money that was left over, I decided how I was going to use a portion of that money to add to the light of the world. With every donation, I affirmed, this money is a gift of love that I am giving back to my Father, Mother God in appreciation for my gift of life. It is adding to the light of the world and blessing everyone and everything in its path. In fulfillment of the law of the circle, I accept and know that this money is returning to me greatly expanded over what I am sending out. This is occurring with the highest good of all concerned, and so it is. Then I paid attention to the money that was flowing back to me through various means. My flow of abundance did increase to a small degree, even though the amount I was donating never was as much as 10% of my income. Then one day, during my meditation, the beings of light asked me, how much do you tip a server who brings you a meal in a restaurant? I said without hesitation that I always tip 20% of whatever the bill is. And they responded, isn't it amazing that you don't think twice about tipping 20% to someone who serves you a meal, but you do not think that you can afford to give 10% back to God in appreciation for your gift of life? I had never thought of it that way, and I was shocked when I realized how true their words were. So I decided to change the way I was making my donations. Instead of paying all of my bills first and donating my gift of love to God from whatever I had left over, I started donating 10% of my income before I paid my bills. I will admit to you that initially there was a period of adjustment, but that did not last too long. After several months, I was in the flow. And since that time, decades ago, I have never been unable to pay my bills or to give my monetary gift of love to God in appreciation for my gift of life. So let me share some words of encouragement with you. Again, I will say, that if you truly believed that when you gave a portion of your money in ways that will add to the light of the world, it will greatly expand and return to you, you would not hesitate to donate your money, even if you thought you couldn't afford it. If you are hesitant to do this, it simply means that you do not know if this is true or not, and you are afraid to take the risk, which is perfectly normal. But the only way you will prove to yourself whether or not this universal law is true is by taking the chance of experimenting with it. If you have a lot of fear about giving 10% of your income in appreciation for your gift of life, then don't begin with that much money. Instead, choose the amount of money that feels safe to you and donate it somewhere that makes your heart sing and adds to the light of the world. Before you donate your money, state this affirmation. This money is a gift of love that I am giving back to my Father, Mother, God in appreciation for my gift of life. It is adding to the light of the world and blessing everyone and everything in its path. In fulfillment of the law of the circle, I accept and know that this money is returning to me, greatly expanded over what I am sending out. This is occurring with the highest good of all concerned, and so it is. After you donate your money, pay attention to every penny that flows back into your life. People with a fixed income usually feel that this process will not work for them because they do not have another avenue through which to receive more money. But that is not true. God is infinitely creative and very practical. So do not limit God's ability to increase the flow of money back into your life with your doubts and fears. Be open and receptive to everything that increases your money. If you go out to lunch with a friend and you thought that you were going to pay for the lunch, but they end up paying for it, accept that this is your money flowing back to you. If you need to buy something and it happens to be on sale, accept that this is also your money flowing back to you. If someone gives you something that you want or need, and now you do not have to spend money buying it for yourself, that too is your money flowing back to you. If your utility bills or your grocery bills or the gas for your car are less than normal, accept that as your flow of money returning to you. If you receive a larger tax return than you thought you were going to receive, or anything else in your life that saves you money and gives you more money in your pocket, accept that that is your gift of love flowing back into your life. Know that this is an ongoing process. Don't donate money and then wait for money bags to appear at your doorstep before you give your next donation. Keep on keeping on. And as you create the habit of giving and receiving, you will become more and more confident about this process. Before long, you will prove to yourself that using your money to add to the light of the world is truly the key to financial freedom, and the way you will reclaim your divine birthright by co-creating God's infinite abundance and eternal peace tangibly in your life. Precious heart, have fun with this. Develop an attitude of joyous expectation, and remember, the light of God is always victorious, and you are that light. God bless you. I look forward to being with you next week.